First of all, let me tell you how very pleased I am to be in the community once more as we continue engagement that we started since 2020 all across our country. And these engagements are for one purpose. And that purpose is to listen to members of various communities across our country, to listen to some of your ideas, to listen to some of the concerns you may have, and for us to continue to build and improve all the communities across our country. One of the important things of this government is the involvement of people, the involvement of communities, the involvement of everyone in the development process of our country. It is not only about the building of roads, it's not only about the building of hospitals, it's not only about the building of schools, it is not only about the creation of jobs, it is not only about the support we give to the children, the support we give to women, it's not only about increasing salaries and increasing pensions and the Because We Care grant and the $100,000 grant. Those are important things. But it is also about how we can improve and expand opportunities all across the country. How we can build our competitiveness. How we can create productive opportunities within communities. And today, as we are in your community, one of the things that we want to engage you on is how we can use this opportunity to enhance and open up opportunities, to enhance and open up and expand the creativity within the community. And yes, your community is a farming community. Your community has strong agricultural and historical agricultural heritage. And today, I have with me, for example, Dr. Waldron. We want our technical team to work with you and to discuss with you how we can build these opportunities, how we can create these opportunities. How is it we can work with you on a community project involving young people, involving women. Oh, all right. Yeah. Just ignore, excuse me. Hello. Can you just ignore?
Sorry, just continue.
No.
You don't have to answer
I know, but listen. In every society, there are distractors. Just leave the distractor alone. Leave the distractor alone. We are here focusing on your development. We are here to focus on your community. We are here to focus on how we can further build your community. That is what we have to focus on. One distractor cannot distract the will of the collective of all of us. Never allow one distractor to destroy the collective will of the people. We have a collective will. And that collective will is to build a stronger community. Anyone who is against that, sorry, they are not part of the progressive agenda of building a stronger Guyana today. So as I said, I am here today to talk to you about some of these opportunities also. How we can get you involved. And you know, farming and agriculture has changed rapidly across the world. It is about innovation. Innovation is a big part of agriculture. And what we have to do in this innovation, what we have to do is to utilize less land. We're utilizing less land to get even more production. So the Ministry of Agriculture, is Dr. Wadron here as yet? Yeah, he's here. We want to work with the community. With the community, the farmers, the agriculture group, the women and young people, to identify within the lands you have 25 acres of land, as I said, that we can develop through innovative agriculture, smart agriculture. We are ready to work with your community in making it one of the largest pig production area, because we want to expand that sector. We want to expand that sector here in your community. So these are the type of discussions we want to have with you today. I am here, as I said, not for a long speech, but as part of our continuous community engagement across the country. To listen to you and to hear from you what are some of your priorities. What are some of the things that you want us to look at, some of the things that you believe are the priorities of the community. That is what we want to work with you on, and that is what we're here for. Are we together? Yes. All right. So the floor is all yours. Now let me say this. We have an entire team here in front. They're putting their hands up. That team is responsible for all your personal problems. If you have personal issues, together? Yes. So let's hear from you now with community issue. I will start with the young man here.
I am an employee of the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission. I work in the Petroleum Division Department, and I'm a proud son of the soil of Buxton. Proud son. Right. What I would like to see in our community, we need more lights in the community, in the streets. I noticed that the government would have started road projects in the community, and that's commendable. That's commendable. Let's give them a clap for that. But I would like to see more street lights in the community, especially in the nights. That's all for me.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siobhan Thomas. Firstly, I give honor to God, who is the head of my life. I give honor to our president and his team. I give honor to all of my villagers. One of my concerns is that I would have submitted an application to become a JP and a Commission of Oath to affidavit about a year ago. Currently, we have about 3 in the village. I have not received a response. A call was made to your office whereby I spoke with Ms. Ford, and to date I have not received a response. So there is need for more JPs and Commission of Oaths to affidavit. Secondly, we currently have a single sewing facility in the village. I recently completed a course in garment construction, and my desire is to one day open a community center whereby persons can come and learn to sew. So I am asking on behalf of the community if some sewing machines and other equipment can be made available so that our youths can be better occupied. Thank you.
Mr. President, I'm standing here as a teacher of the community, so I'm here with an educational concern. Now, we believe that we must have a pupil-friendly classroom, but we cannot have a pupil-friendly classroom in a 16th century building. The reason why I'm saying that, years ago, Buxton Primary was shut down straight up this road here. So those children and teachers were merged at Company Road Primary School. We are currently holding 322 children thereabout with just about 10 teachers, and the teaching ratio is not what it's supposed to be. So last term, we had fluctuated system where I taught about 3 to 4 grades within that 3 term because we are short on staff. But my main issue, and many of the villagers will agree, especially if the children is attending that school, it is in a terrible state. Many times persons came and the building were patched. Company Road Primary of the road here. The building was patched. Recently we had incidents because the classrooms have to be parted with boards. Persons come into the building and are tripping. Our children, they are fainting because we have a poor ventilation system in the school. We would have reached out to Ministry of Education. The PTA would have done countless requests. They promised us a building, but they keep on just repairing. You're patching old thing on old thing, and it's not working out. I am just about 120 pounds, and I can walk, and the flooring is literally moving. It's in a terrible state, Mr. President, and we, the community members, are kindly asking for an updated building so that education can be a priority in our society, so as to have great development among our youths and our future leaders.
Sister Kevin, we have tens of thousands of applications for JP and Commission of Oaths. I have not touched one as yet. But here's what we're going to do. In terms of the sewing machine and a community project, we're definitely going to do that with the community. So you come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dion Jessamy. Good afternoon, President. I think that Buxton is in need of the library. We have a library building up the front, but it's condemned. You have no access to it or so on. You're saying that the children are the future, and I think that we should invest in our children education. I would like if you guys could repair, because the building, you can't use it. And the house also have a library down the back, middle walk, that's condemned too. So I'm asking on behalf of the young people and for our children, if you can repair the buildings for the library. I have people who are willing to donate books. If you guys could donate some computers to the different libraries and printers so children could use that facility in the afternoon for homework and other stuff.
Everybody is access to a computer.
That is something that we are looking at. So I'll ask Susan to work with the Ministry of Education on finding a place where we can do a learning resource center with books and facilities.
We have 2 buildings, but the buildings in repair.
Yeah, well, you'll talk to us about the 2 buildings you have, right? Okay.
My name is Abigail John. I am the owner of Proper Local Wines, straight out of Buxton. Welcome to Buxton. And besides me is Dixie. Dixie from Dixie's Cream Liqueur. She's also straight out of Buxton. Both of us have been certified by the Bureau of Standards. We have at least around 10 employees. Every day people come to our establishment for employment. We are seeking a factory for Buxton so we can employ more Buxtonians and grow our business more. We represent Guyana throughout all the regions. All right. So that's what we're seeking. Additional with a billboard, so when persons come to Buxton, they must know that, you know, we represent something good. So we're asking for a factory and we're asking for a billboard that represents both of our products.
Hi, Mr. President. Welcome to Buxton, as my colleague said. I fully agree with my colleague. Right now, my business is growing out of my husband's apartment. It's taking over the living room, so I really would appreciate it if we get access to a factory where we will be able to open more employments for local guys. My intention is to hire single mothers, because I myself come from a background of single mothers, and I know how it's hard for mothers that is single to get a job and keep a job. So that is my aspiration, is to create jobs for single mothers, create an environment where ladies could do their stuff and also see about their kids as well. So it's very important for us to have this factory. We also would like a billboard. So when you guys come into Buxton, you will see our brand and know what Buxton is offering and the quality and standard of stuff that Buxtonians is offering there. So that is my request from you. Our request.
Good morning, Mr. President. The Buxton Friendship Youth Incubator. And it's a youth group which was set out to assist young Buxtonians who have the potential and not the support. So far, we have been having a lot of challenges to acquire a room at the Buxton Temporary Hall. And I don't know what is the reason. But if I'm to stand there and tell you the entire story, we might not finish. This group has been in existence for over 4 years. So I have a colleague who is working with the ministry that have donated some stuff to our group because we have 2 programs that we are running. It's the mentorship program and also an info and assistance program. So the mentorship program is basically we're streamlining young Buxtonians into whatever field they want to choose as the career path. We have mentors who are in that area, willing to give them the necessary guidance and so forth, but we don't have a base to continue this project. We would have approached the Tipperary Hall with numerous letters, seeking a base downstairs, because we believe that if Tipperary Hall is a building that was built for community development and supports youth empowerment and all these things, then that shouldn't be a problem. Some stuff was donated to our group, and the Tipperary Hall committee actually took those stuff, created their own office in it, and when we objected that, everything go haywire from them. I would have met with the VP and Minister Ejil and some other persons concerning the issue. Currently, we would have registered over 250 youths. Not really skills training, like the mentorship program is basically we guided students, from Form 4 to 5. So like during SBA times, they can come in one location and get their SBAs done and so forth. Yeah. So for the info and assistance hub, it's basically us like doing scholarship application, job application, any application that could benefit you academically or vocationally. We are giving you the necessary guidance for that. But we can't get the room to kickstart the program. I think
Yes. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Good afternoon, ministers. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Manuel Sinclair. I'm a teacher, but I'm not teaching in the community. However, I would have listened to the concerns of the other teachers. But my focus area is on children with special needs, or the disabled children, the differently abled children. Now, as a parent of a child who has a special need, I would like to see us in the community having, even if we join with those who are working at the center where they're doing the library, I would like to see an area where children who are differently able are able to learn a skill and develop themselves. I know over the years I would have seen a lot of parents keeping the children at home and they don't want them to integrate into society. But honestly, with my daughter, I have noticed that the church would have helped her a lot with integration. So it is my hope that we have either a center or a place where the children who are differently able are able to go there, learn a skill, or learn even just to integrate with society, which will be beneficial to us in the community and the world at large, because most of the times, these same differently abled children know a lot. Take, for example, Albert Einstein. So we have to work on that. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. President, Honorable Minister. We had or still get the cleaning campaign going on in the village. And as you clean up, people still throwing garbage. I know when you find out some people telling you that the tractors normally comes around and pick up, it ain't coming around and these kind of things, but still they have to play their part instead of throwing it on the road because people cleaning it. You understand? Even if it was piled up for months, it cleaned. I did an area where I work with some people and clean. We clean up, we bag off, and the next morning we go to pick up the stuff, you see added stuff through. No problem because the stuff didn't pick up as yet. But when you already pick up and you pass back there to us to check, they're throwing more stuff. So there's an environmental problem we have in the community. Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. President. I was out there to give my concern. But why come back to you? Because the gentleman said he don't know what will happen. But somebody out there. I would like to speak to you. My spirit didn't speak to you.
All person is sure. Go right there.
Go right here?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, His Excellency Minister. I am Irfaan, the chairman of the Buxton Friendly Grantee Co-op Society. I'm here to represent the grantees, the community, and the government as a whole. Now, the president just spoke about agriculture in the backlands, which I must mention former Agriculture Minister, Mr. Robert Prasad. We have a good relationship with the government from since then to date. We had a program for build back the village economy. I got a copy on that program up to now. And I think that was way forward, but the union had the cooperation for some reason. And this will cause everything to distract. But what I'm saying, what needs to be done, the president needs to select a team to come on the ground to see what the grantees is doing. And based on that, we could get a better understanding of how things got to go. Right? I must mention the Agriculture Minister, Mr. Mustafa. From 2020, he's doing a good job in terms of, he bring about a lot of changes in the DNI system. He bring about the dam initiative, where we have more access to dams that we could get in certain areas. And all the work that he's doing in the community in the back dam is a request that the grantee made, and the government is cooperating with them requests. I mean, we cannot win everything. But what I'm saying, whenever we win, we got to give thanks. And we are asking the government to keep cooperating. And I think one thing that Crinab need at this time, I think Crinab need a presidential grant for further development in terms of more speedy development, because a lot of things lead back. I mean, you can make comparisons, you know that, right? So what I'm saying is that we must give thanks to whatever the government been doing. And we got to keep cooperating. I think people need to cooperate at this time. This is a time when we need to cooperate and to go forward. I think we bickering over things that they make no sense, that people in the community cannot benefit anything from them things. The long-term things going on, you got to stop. You got to think about development. Right? So I think there's a way forward. Just get a team, the team come on the ground, we check the farms, you know what we got to do, and wherever we get it from there.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, villagers. Good morning, my president and members of the different diasporas. I'm here today concerning the youths in our village. We need jobs for them. They are less fortunate in not getting the education level that we have. So they have different skills. So we can see how, or you can see how you can develop jobs for them so that they can get to work. Even to the drainage program, they asked me this morning if I have contract. I say I got no contract, but when I go to the president this morning, I need to come along with me to get job for them. So, Mr. President, can you look into our interests with the youths?
Just let me say this. We have tremendous opportunity across the country. The Minister of Housing is here. She can tell you that every single contractor, every single person is looking for construction workers. If you have the young people, we are willing to train them. We are willing to come in and give them the basic tools and link them to these jobs, even provide the community jobs in the construction sector. We are willing to do that. We are willing to train them in block making and maybe give them a few of the ransom so they can make the blocks. We are willing to do those things. So the minister will work with the young people in training them, giving them the basic tools so that they can go and get these jobs. Because the jobs are there. The jobs are there for the taking. Okay? And also, every person with the basic qualification who want to do nursing, we have an open program for nursing. You'll be trained free of cost. You will get a stipend while you're being trained, and you'll guaranteed a job when you finish.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, honorable ministers. I'm a young farmer of Buxton, and I must commend the team at NARI and the ministers for the great job that they've been doing in assisting us, providing seedlings, fertilizer, whatever they assist us with, because they do. But our main concern right now, Mr. President, is water. They can give us all the seedlings, all the fertilizers, all the chemicals, but we're having a major water issue. We're not getting water. Most of the trenches and canals are dry, 90% dry or dried out. And we would like it if you guys could look into that and provide us some water.
Good morning, Mr. Edgel, as my minister. I'm a young woman, I'm 42, working Mr. Edgel. I have my own reading machine, and I'm concerned about getting contract, at least not for me, for the young men them who have a family that have to ride through and flow for look for a daily bread. Right? That's my concern. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ronald Roberts. Well, we're talking about the basic of agriculture system. When we're doing farming, we got to be more serious in farming. Because if you plant 15,000 plants, the sources, the main sources of a plant, you have to get water. You have to get water to water plant. Because if you don't have water to water plant, all the plants will die. And that we're facing in the community present now. We have to get back water. Over 40 years, we're out of water. And that's very important to the community to get back water in the community to water plant and feed animals and different things. Welcome, my president.